Hello, Baby Gang says, this is Calvin, also known as Orman. This is my first ever playthrough of Raincode Plus, and we have to do an investigation here as a ghost. As a projection more than a ghost, right? We're projecting in our dreams. It's a very interesting mechanic. I actually really like that we found out that, like, Vivia is really good at this.
Dr. Weska a few times over this.
We did.
We were talking on the intercom when the incident started. Dr. Weska, I'll come get you. Can you shut off the security on your end?
Wait. What the?
And that's when it happened, yeah.
Dr. Weska, what's wrong?
Wait. Who are you?
I'm so intrigued on how they got in there, how they got out.
Help! Somebody come help me!
Doctor?
Like, it's crazy to me. I can't even think of how right now.
That means the intruder was already inside at the time.
Yeah.
So it has to have been the hitman. How did he get
This is what I'm
inside?
thinking about. It's like, how? Like, in my head, I can't picture it.
The security system was still active, so it should have been impossible to enter.
Right.
How did the killer get in? And where did he go after murdering the doctor?
Yep. It's so crazy at this point we don't even have any solution keys yet. We're gonna get them obviously when we're doing this investigation, but still, it's crazy.
Check it out in case there are any clues.
Shinigami, thank you so much. Yeah, you're right. Let's check it out.
That sure is.
This is the decontamination device. If toxic gas leaks from the other chamber, this device is supposed to ensure it doesn't spread.
Right.
What's inside the vents? I want to scope it out further, but I'm too short.
It's okay. We love how short you are. You're a little short king. You're our little guy.
Master, did you forget you're a ghost right now?
Oh yeah.
Oh, right! I can just do
We
this.
both forgot it for a second, Yuba. Like, it's because again, it's a whole totally new mechanic. Oh my God, Yuba!
I'm floating.
Yuba!
Whoa!
Look at you!
No kidding. This spectral projection is such a convenient forte. If that anemic vampire joined the investigation from the start, this could have gone much faster.
Yeah, I think Vivia's morals and the way they see the world is why it's difficult. Like, cause again, it's very OP. You could solve like nearly every single murder mystery probably with like this power, in very interesting ways, right? You could obviously see everything from a different angle. But again, Vivia's like not work ethic, because I think they saved us. They definitely saved us in the last part of this episode too. But I think it's just their like different way of view of the world is what keeps them from doing this. Which I'm not gonna argue with Vivia.
Maybe, but there's no point in debating it now. The vent has a cover with bars on it. It looks hollow inside. But it's too dark to say for certain. The cover has a hinge on it. It looks like it can be easily opened and closed.
Okay.
Oh, that's right. I can't touch it since I'm a ghost right
Yeah,
now.
unfortunately.
But there's no need to open it with my hand. I can just stick my head inside.
Oh my God, you was getting it. This is so good.
There's a lot of space in here.
Look at what we're looking at here. Look at this scene.
Hey, maybe this was the way out. The intruder must have come through here. So that's it, right? That solves everything.
This is the main part of the decontamination.
Oh God, there's like a full fan here.
During decontamination, the fins rotate to suck out air. The structure isn't built for someone to get inside. It's designed to filter air and nothing
Right.
else.
Yeah, it's not like a little passageway through.
This couldn't be used as an escape route.
Well, having an easy escape out of a locked room is like covering your pizza in anchovies.
How's that?
Yeah, I want to hear this too.
Because it'd ruin the whole thing.
Is anchovies a very popular thing? Because again, I've never had anchovies on a pizza, but like I heard some people like are actually crazy into anchovies on pizza.
Sure.
Sorry, I pressed the wrong button there. Guess we're going to Conai Ward.
The
We are in
cover
Conai
is
Ward,
easy
the
to
map, I
open
mean.
and close, probably for maintenance.
There's no harm in remembering this. It could be a clue for something else.
If you look at it from the Halara perspective, this device exists to prevent leakage through the toxic gas chamber. Even if it isn't, it's like it shows that they could not have escaped through the vent, right? And that's a very Halara way of looking at things. What they taught us. Look at you as a little spear protection. Look at this.
We've arrived! It's the dangerous toxic gas
Yeah, this
chamber.
room is terrifying. It's absolutely terrifying.
Once it detects an intruder, it'll puff out toxic gas. It's a room with a terrifying contraption. Well, it's disarmed, so there's nothing to worry about. Also, you're a ghost, so it wouldn't detect you anyway.
Let's check this out too.
I guess we're gonna detect anyway, yeah?
For you?
And then Shinigami always pointing us in the right direction as well. We appreciate you.
So this is where the toxic gas comes out.
It's supposed to be super fatal, right?
Yeah, the toxic gas is bacterial, so regular gas masks aren't supposed to work
Oh,
against
okay.
it. Even if you hold your breath, it'll be absorbed through the skin. And there is no treatment for it in the world.
Jesus Christ.
The bacteria takes time to spread through your body, and you'll supposedly
Yeah.
die after about 30 minutes.
Man, like, it's such a terrifying way to die.
Someone said you need a spacesuit to move through here safely.
Such a scary trap.
Yep.
Whoever invented it won't have a peaceful death.
Yeah, no, I agree, Shinigami. It's like
Wait, it already
the thought
happened.
process is insane. Oh yeah, yeah. I should always realize that Shinigami's making a joke, right? I took Shinigami's words as like very sincere, as being like whoever would come up with this stuff like shouldn't sleep at night. You know what I mean?
There doesn't seem to be a secret exit, which makes sense as it defeats the purpose of having a toxic gas chamber.
Yeah.
If that's the case, how did the intruder get through the chamber?
Right now, I have no
Same.
idea.
Absolutely same. And even if you climb up, you see like it's everywhere. And I think it goes down from the top as well. No, it doesn't. Okay, but still it's at the top. The toxic gas is bacterial, so regular gas masks are ineffective against it.
Let's go to the next one.
So the Peacekeeper masks could not have done a
And
thing.
we've arrived at the last room, the panel chamber.
This was a very fun minigame.
There are 9 panels divided in a 3x3 grid, and you must step on them in the order that the doctor set. Make one mistake, and you get zapped with high voltage.
Yeah.
The high voltage isn't just a threat. We've seen what happened to Amapel.
Yeah, no, Amapal was basically like destroyed about 5 times because of me.
It's not a problem since security is disarmed at the moment.
Also, you're still a ghost master.
So there are 9 panels in 3x3 configuration. You must step on them in a special order to proceed. So a lot of the Mystery Labyrinth is going to probably hinge on the fact of like the mechanics of some of these traps, I guess, which is interesting.
Attention!
Thank you so much, Shinigami.
And here's what all that security was protecting. Pressing this switch opens the door to the doctor's lab. We managed to get this far earlier thanks to Amapel and Fubuki's forte.
Right.
I see it all like it's flashing right before my eyes.
Looks like this is it, my man. Hurry up and hit that switch.
We just need to stretch Amapel's arm out to that switch.
Also, Shinigami making a fourth wall breaking joke where it's like we're about to see a flashback.
We're in a hurry, but this door is moving so slowly.
It was. Do you think that they ran past the door when we were doing that? Do you think that's a possibility somehow? I don't know, because they made sure to say the door was moving slowly and we could not see anything past the door.
Yuma, that should be good enough. Hurry up and move Amapel through that crack in the door.
Oh yeah. Didn't the researcher mention when an arm's extended, no other controls will function?
Yeah, we couldn't move anything else.
I guess I need to pull back the arm first.
Now we can move again. Hurry, Yuma.
I remember the trouble you had waiting for the door to open.
It opened really slowly, and we also had to retract Amapel's arm.
We tried to hurry inside, but Amapal suddenly fell over.
There were no steps or obstacles, so why did that happen?
I'm sure it was pushed by the fleeing culprit.
That has to be it. Which means we passed by the culprit as he headed out.
That's what I'm thinking. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. So the door panel chamber was designed to open slowly, so we didn't have an eye on them. We didn't have an eye on anything that was happening beyond that door. For sure. Anything else in this room, do you think, Shinigami? Are we going here now?
We're not done investigating
Oh my...
yet.
Oh, okay.
I need to look things over in more detail.
The door itself, maybe? Oh, there we go. The vents. Okay. Decontamination device.
This is the decontamination device in the panel chamber. It looks like it's here to purify any toxic gas that escapes from the chamber next door. But the cover doesn't open and close like the decontamination device in the airlock. There's no way someone can fit through.
Okay, unlike the decontamination device in the airlock chamber, the cover of this, the one in the panel chamber cannot open or close.
I see.
Okay, very cool. Is that here? Yeah, I get what you was talking about here. With the
Peacekeepers are
like,
here.
even though I know they can't see me, it's still very intimidating seeing them there, right? Like, I totally get where you was coming from with this. It's still very
No
intimidating.
need to worry about it. They can't see you at all.
It still feels pretty weird.
Yeah, no, I get it. I get it. It's so creepy. We can like click on them.
Peacekeepers are still talking. I wonder what else they have to say.
By the way, do you know anything about this dead old guy?
Dead old guy.
Yeah, I worked security here. The geezer was famous in the worst possible way. He took advantage of people for his research and didn't care how many were sacrificed.
Whoa.
He seemed to have gotten even more and more arrogant over the last few years. 3 years ago, the higher-ups canned his big project. He lived as a shut-in after that.
A big project? Is it the same one Makoto mentioned?
It sounds like it.
He was part of a big project that was cancelled in the past. He's shut himself in here ever since.
What if it was the homunculus? And like I said, if Amaterasu cancels your homunculus project, how crazy is your homunculus project? Well, it's a homunculus project anyway.
There's really no way to verify now if that research was about homunculi.
Yeah.
The old
It's
man was hard
nerve-wracking,
of
yeah.
hearing, so he couldn't really hear what anyone said. When it comes to other people, their words literally fell on deaf ears. And that being said, he could read lips.
Wait.
Read lips? So we watched someone's mouth to figure out what they were saying?
Is this gonna be important?
Lip reading? So that explains what he said.
What did he
back
say?
then.
What did he say? What?
Who the hell are you? I refuse to speak with any
The
disrespectful
face.
hoodlums.
He needed a face.
Either take off your mask or present someone whose mouth I can view.
Yes. Okay, that all makes sense.
Back then, the doctor refused to talk with Makoto. It was because he couldn't read his lips due to the mask he wore.
Between you and me, there were some suspicious rumors about the old man, too.
Like what?
What rumors?
Yeah, I want to know.
I bet you do.
He said he shut himself in here for research. He was plotting something bad.
And what's that?
He was planning to flee from Kanai Ward.
Why?
That's stupid. It's not even possible.
I mean, I know I'd want to get people. I know why someone would want to get out of Kanai Ward, but like, is there a specific reason?
Well, it's just a rumor. After what happened, we'll never know.
Huh. So he was planning to flee the city. I guess that's what the geezer was up to. Master, looks like you got some nice info since you turned into a ghost.
Yeah. Now we're the same.
Trying to escape Kanai Ward would be considered betraying Amaterasu Corporation. Did the hitman go after him because of this? Someone in Amaterasu Corp who knows the doctor could have hired a hitman to kill him. But who?
I think there's a few ideas. The doctor has hearing issues severe enough that he could be considered deaf. He was also trying to flee Kanai Ward. We know there's like a couple of different motives we could look at now, right? The idea, first of all, that like, you know, if he was working with someone in the Amaterasu Corporation, could there be an idea that like someone killed him over that, the secret project they were working on? He was trying to flee, maybe they killed him over that. Also, if he was working on a project like the homunculi, if he was, again, that's a big if he was, did someone want to end him over that? There's like there's a whole few things we could actually think about when it comes to like why someone would kill him.
There's a small vent
Oh my
here.
god, Yuma.
It's not large enough for a person to get through, and the cover is fixed in place.
The only culprits who could get through here would be fairies or gnomes.
There we go. Again, eliminating some ideas as well. The food cabinet.
There's canned food and water bottles here. This all looks like food. There isn't much left.
The guy wasn't right in the head if he was surviving for months on such plain food.
Yeah, it's fairly strange.
There are canned food and bottles of water inside the lab, however, not much of either remains. So he was maybe running out of some food yeah, the boxes are getting a bit low. Also, man, then again, canned food isn't bad, you know what I mean? But like, I think what the Shinigami's definitely talk about is like the idea that like variety can sometimes be the spice of life, right?
There are other places to check out,
And I say that, but people use it all the time. I've heard in TV shows people use variety as a spice of life to like get past some very like mean things they do. Like I remember in a show one time someone saying that to like, and that's why the term always is so weird because I forget what show it was, but I remember someone was like, hey, like you're cheating on your wife. Variety's the spice of life, and you're like, F off, dude. That's supposed to be about like, one day I like chicken Kievs, the next day I'm gonna eat some burgers. You know what I mean? like I feel like people always like will turn phrases into bad things though sometimes. So
The Amapel we used is still here. I did promise to return it. Huh? What's this? Looking at it carefully, there's a mark on the back of its head.
it's like a footprint.
Huh? Well, what's a shoe print doing there?
Someone kicked him over?
I don't remember seeing this mark when we sent Amapel into the airlock.
No. We would have noticed something like that.
Could it have been from back then?
And no one in the lab was gonna stamp on
When
him.
we tried to enter the lab, Amapel fell over.
The lean culprit kicked it! It must have left a mark! You did it, Master! You finally found a sign of the killer! All that's left is to figure out how the culprit managed to get through that perfect security.
Yeah.
That's the biggest mystery here.
Wait. Yeah, because like I wondered did they kick it over, then they hid maybe they hid behind the big door and then they waited for us to deactivate it, but then like we would have ran in, but then where would they have hidden then? Yeah, it is a big mystery here, isn't it? In the critical lab, there was a shoe print on Amapal's head. This is a cool place though. Like, you know what I mean? It's not like in terms of like apartments. If you had an apartment like this in like New York, you're paying like at least $2,000, right? Maybe more for something like this, right? It's actually not terrible.
There's an open notebook on the desk. Does it have to do with the doctor's research? It contains symbols and diagrams. Looks like he's splashing liquid on someone. What does it mean?
Yeah. But that wasn't for that. Okay, we didn't get that for a for a solution key. Almost a
This is
truth
the
bullet. Could you
doctor's
believe?
Computer. The screen looks like it's in sleep mode. I'm sure it contains some important data, but I can't touch it in ghost form.
Ghost form.
I wish there was a way to check it out.
It's so sad when you can't touch anyone. I totally know the feeling. I guess you just gotta give up.
We can relate to each other now, though, Shinigami. You know, all these piles of organized chaos over here with this stuff.
The stuff here appears to be chemicals. There are symbols on each label. The one on the front is...
H? Huh?
Oh, I know this symbol. It's probably sulfuric acid.
There you go.
It's a highly acidic liquid that can melt anything.
sulfuric acid. I better not touch it then. Then again, I can't touch anything
Yeah,
right now.
yeah. You're better off in this case.
This reminds me, I saw this symbol on the label in the notebook earlier. Yeah, it's the same. It's the symbol for sulfuric acid.
So the doctor was trying to splash sulfuric acid on someone?
That's pretty freaking dark.
Oh, but sulfuric acid could melt clothes and skin. It'd be a terrible sight.
That's horrible. That's horrific.
Melting clothes and skin.
Notes show a diagram of someone being splashed with sulfuric acid. No, that's a horrible way to even like think of doing that to anybody.
You can do it, Master!
You know what I mean? Like to even have the thought process to do something like that to me is like off the wall crazy. Not even crazy, it's just evil. It's so evil.
Dr. Weska. I never even got to ask him about the homunculi. And now he's dead.
There's 3 stab wounds.
He has 3 wounds on his back.
Yeah.
A knife is still stuck in one of them.
And someone intentionally left the knife there, right? It has the word F on it, or the letter F.
He doesn't appear to have any other injuries. It's safe to assume this was the cause of death. I'm like an awesome detective's assistant.
You're doing great. You're doing great.
Thanks. You've been a great help.
Oh shit. Shinigami's gonna love this.
Say it again. Compliment me
Of course.
more.
No, you deserve to be complimented like everyone does. There's this 3 stab wounds in Dr. Weska's back. With no other injuries, this appears to be the cause of death. And we have the actual wounds
The knife
themselves.
is probably the murder weapon. It has a unique shape. There's an inscription on it. I can see the letter
Yeah.
F.
Hey, shouldn't we move the corpse out of here soon?
Yeah, they're gonna clean up. They're gonna try and clean everything up.
They're always telling us to clear out corpses quickly since the rain makes them rot so fast.
But the rain ain't here, buddy.
Nah, we leave it alone until we receive further orders. Did you see the knife stuck in his back? It's the one that Fink the slaughter artist uses, right? I've heard about his knives inscribed with the letter F.
Yeah, I should have thought of that, right? Fink the slaughter artist.
They say that's his proof to his clients that he was the one who got the job done.
So Fink the slaughter artist really killed the doctor? I thought those detectives did it.
Either way, it doesn't matter. Hey, don't you think a knife from a famous hitman would go for a high price?
Huh? You thinking of stealing evidence? You better not keep it all for yourself.
Oh, so he's not worried about him stealing evidence. He's worried about, like, keeping it all to himself.
So that unique knife belongs to Fink the slaughter artist. Speaking of
We
which,
still saw that guy in the
the
hood.
knife near Chief Yakou looked strangely similar to this.
Yeah.
So the doctor was, in fact, killed by Fink?
And they're leaving a mark everywhere. A knife with the letter F inscribed on it appears to be the weapon that killed, used to murder Dr. Weska.
That should be enough.
There we go. What are we gonna do now?
That should do it for the investigation.
Taking a look around, there aren't any hidden exits or hiding spots.
Yep, I agree.
Yeah. The only entrance and exit is that door. There isn't even a single window.
They would have to have brushed past us, though. How would they do that?
There's a small vent, but it's not big enough to fit through. And the cover is fixed in place.
Yep.
There are no suspicious spots on the walls, floor, or ceiling. And no secret passages either.
And even if you got through the door, there's the dangerous security system.
Yeah, it's all... You'd have to wait for it to be turned off.
Yeah. So how did the culprit manage to enter the lab? It's the perfect impossible crime! Mysteriful!
Even if it's impossible, I have to solve it. For the chief's sake and everyone else.
Yeah, man. Again, like this game has a good way of like giving us like absolutely beautiful mechanics, funny characters like Fubuki, but also understands when it's time to snap us back into reality, right?
For now, let's head back to the security room. I need to tell everyone about what I found.
That's fair. I think that's fair, and I think like when you like, especially since he has like a room full of master detectives, that's more than fair to go and find out what they think as well.
Personally, I want you to gain the willpower to solve it on your own.
Yeah, but like if you have the resources, like no, I'm sorry, but if you have the resources to do so, or to do that, to ask people, do it. Yeah, I just think that if you have the resources, you know, available to you, I think that's also a detective. Like, have you ever seen like detective TV shows? I know I'm going off a TV show, but like I think you guys would agree with that too, right? It's like, if I'm watching a detective TV show, I think you do both, right? It's like if you have, wait, what? Vivia!
Vivia?
We'll finish our thought in a second, because oh my god. Hello!
What's the matter, Vivia?
Oh no.
Why are you reading
Wait,
your
why did you
notes
feel
for?
the need to come here?
I was wondering how your investigation
Okay.
was going. I grew curious.
Vivia, you can come talk to me anytime you want. Astral projection or not, ghost form or not.
Did you come to help? I didn't expect your cooperation.
In fairness, here's the thing, Vivia, that's awesome. But Vivia's always very nice to us.
Still, thank you. It's very reassuring.
Yeah, no, it feels good to have like someone as expert as an expert as you are on this stuff here. For sure.
Wait, Master, you shouldn't trust him.
I understand what Shinigami is saying. As it pertains to the idea that like Shinigami has been, the first time Shinigami's been truly nervous, I feel like in this game, has been around Vivia. And I mean truly nervous, not like nervous for us, almost nervous for herself as well.
He's plotting something.
The box cutter? Is that what we're thinking? The box cutter? I'll never forget it.
What could he be plotting? Aren't you overthinking things?
I don't know.
So, what will you do
See,
now?
I love Vivia, and I do have trust in Vivia, and I'm going to throw my trust in Vivia, right? I also think they're like, I think it's a mystery, right? This game is full of mysteries, and another mystery is, why is Vivia acting that way? Why did Vivia take out the box cutter and say he's dangerous? Why is Vivia staring right at Shinigami? All this stuff, and I wonder if it is just because like Vivia can like know. Vivia knows about the book. Vivia does know about the book, but what is the context of that? I think they want us to think like that because I'm very nervous, but at the same time, I love Vivia to death. So there's like a lot of complex feelings that go along with this game, right?
Are you still going to pursue the truth?
And he's kind of been saying that too, like, right? He's been like questioning the idea of like, why should we move forward with this?
Huh? Why wouldn't I? I finished investigating the crime scene, so I was about to head back and report to everyone.
And that's what I'm saying, by the way. In like, if you're on a sports team, and I know it's very different, but like, it's probably a bad analogy, but if you're on a sports team, like baseball, for example, yes, it's like you have to be an individual, but I feel like there's also a case to be made for like, if you're on a team with like 5 other fantastic baseball players, and you don't ask for their advice on stuff and ask for their opinion, you're probably very silly, you know?
We need to find the truth. Otherwise, the chief won't get treated, and everyone will be captured.
Yeah. We need to say it's for Yakou and everyone. But again, like, it's also interesting because we said to Vivia here, like, Vivia, oh, I'm surprised you even came to help. And Vivia can seem kind of like offended by that. It's like, okay, why, like, maybe like Vivia's feeling a bit judged as well.
I see. So you won't be satisfied until you discover the truth.
Yes, I guess. Vivia, I really need to know what's happening. Like, I love you to death, that's the thing.
What do you mean?
Master, watch out! He's plotting something!
Shinigami's genuinely scared.
Tell me, Yuma, why do you seek the truth?
Huh? We have to find the truth to fight the peacekeepers.
I think he's asking me like a different... I think he's angling this question from a different perspective, Yuma.
The truth is like cracks in a mirror. They're all so small, you must squint to see each tiny crack. Most wouldn't even notice them. They think the world reflected in the mirror is reality itself. If you did notice the cracks, would you destroy the mirror to reveal what the real world actually looks like?
Is Vivia saying that, like, you look in the mirror and you see something like that you like, almost like you're like, okay, like this is what I look like, this is it. But maybe the truth is something completely different. And you know, the idea of shattering the glass, right, will change your whole perspective on the truth and stuff like this. Like, it'll change your perception of the world. It might ruin your mind.
Even if the moment the mirror is destroyed, it changes the world people can see forever.
Like, the truth hurts, right? The truth can hurt badly.
What are you talking
I think I get him.
about?
I think I get what he's trying to say.
And if shattering the mirror reveals nothing but darkness and chaos, even then, would you still seek the truth?
I think that's what he's trying to say. It's like, even if this is going to be ugly, do you still want to see the truth? So he does know something.
I don't know what will happen when the truth is exposed. But right now, we need the truth to save Chief Yakou and everyone from the agency.
See, I think they're coming from different perspectives. Like, Yuma's like, let's focus on what we need to do right now, while, because we need to get, Yuma's kind of like, we need to get to finish point A so we can get to point B, or point Z even. Whilst Vivia is looking at it from an angle of like, I see point A, but I don't think you understand that once you get to point Z, to get to point C, or no, better example is like, Yuma's looking for point A for point B, and then Vivia's saying, well, once you get to point B, point C isn't pretty, right? So yes, you got to point B, but C is ugly.
Everyone, including you, of course. I just want to help others. Are you saying that's wrong?
And for that, what will you sacrifice?
Oh my god.
How much have you already sacrificed?
Yuma's been through so much.
Huh?
I bet you're the type who's willing to sacrifice yourself for the truth. One day, it will ruin you. You will. Destroy
What?
the world for truth's sake.
Vivia.
Me? Destroy the world? That's impossible.
No, you've already stepped one foot into ruin.
Wait.
In fact, it's already up to your neck.
Huh?
If possible, I'd like to help you. You are a dear friend
Well,
to me.
we love you too, but like I was following you for a bit, but then I wonder what he means by the idea of like ruining the world and destroying the world.
How about it? It's not too late. Why not turn back from this
Does he
path?
mean that like if we expose the truth of Kane Ward, it's gonna reveal something even uglier?
You mean to let us be captured by peacekeepers? That doesn't solve anything. I don't understand what you're saying, Vivia. Never mind. We need to report what I discovered to the
This
others.
is such an interesting conversation to me.
So you refuse to understand.
What?
You leave me no choice.
What? Vivia what? Vivia what?
Vivia?
The box cutter!
Ah, he took out a blade! This guy is
What are you doing, Vivia?
I usually keep this in my pocket. It's not real. Like the ghost form, it's just a reflection of reality. So, slashing at you
Yeah,
won't
but
do anything.
what is it for?
But I warned you, didn't I? While you're in ghost form, your physical body is vulnerable.
Vivia,
You mean...
what are you doing?
I will simply return to my body 5 seconds before you do, and then I'll slice your throat
What?
open.
What are you talking about? Vivia!
Given I am more familiar with spectral projection, I'm positive I can return to my body before
This
you
is
can.
crazy!
Well, will you give up now?
Are you threatening
This
me?
is insane, Vivia.
I only want you to give up on the truth. The truth you wish to expose is dangerous.
Yeah, but threatening to slash our throat?
I have a feeling. A feeling that our peace and quiet will be pulled right out from under our feet.
Is that what... I don't know what to say, Vivia. Like, are you saying that you'd slash my throat just so you can keep everything the way everything is?
If you won't stop, then I must stop you. For this world's sake. For the sake of peace.
Peace and quiet?
You're not making any sense. You're gonna kill me because of a feeling?
How humans been through so freaking much. I don't want to. I love you, Vivia. You're like my favorite character.
I thought we could talk it out. That's why I came here. But you refuse to give up, which leaves me with no choice.
No, don't do this.
So it looks like this is what I must do. Farewell.
This is insane.
Wait!
Master, hurry back!
I mean, Shinigami's worried too. Like when Yakou's
you
bloodstains.
Quit fighting.
Wait, what?
Who is that?
Is that?
Yeah, the truth is cruel. Never in history has
No.
the truth been known to be
No.
kind.
No. No. That's Yakou. Why is he... Why can we hear him right now? Do not do this.
That voice.
No,
Yakou?
why can we hear him like that right now, though?
But you know what? Turning your eyes away from the truth and living a lie is harsh too.
No. Why can we hear him?
In the end, you can never look away from the truth. As long as you live, you must face that pain.
And Yakou knows this because Yakou, before we came along, Yakou was literally living the life Vivia was talking about, the peace and quiet. Head down low, acting as if you were doing something but doing nothing.
So really, what's the point of worrying so much about it?
What are we... Please don't say this is because he's dead.
When you're lost, believe in your own heart. That way, even if things end up all wrong, at least you can stand proud.
I feel sick. Like, what he's saying is so true to his own story as well.
Chief Yakou, are you alright?
No.
Where are you?
No, no, no.
Impossible. There's no way he could have made it here with those wounds.
Then that voice.
Perhaps it was his soul's voice as it
Oh,
separated from his
God.
body.
That means
They won't do it this way, will they?
No way. Is he dead?
I don't know. We need to find out.
Please. Oh, please.
He
No,
tried
let
to
me.
kill me. Why would he do such a thing?
as if now's the time to be dwelling on that.
I beg of you, game.
Chief Yakou is the main concern
I
right
beg
now,
of you.
not whatever's going on with Vivia.
I plead to you.
Yup. So,
Sorry, I sorry for interrupting you. Wait, is the body gone? I will do anything, game. I really will.
Chief Yakou!
It appears his soul hasn't been severed yet.
Okay, okay.
It's still connected to his body.
Please.
But the line is very thin. It could cut away any moment now.
Please.
Then why did we hear Chief Yakou's voice back there?
Like, I know, like, story-wise this is so beautiful, right? But I don't think I can handle it.
I don't know. It seems there are many more mysterious things in this world that I don't know about. Well, since he went through the trouble of risking his life to give us a lecture,
Oh my
I will
god.
sheath my blade.
Yakou doesn't even understand how important he truly was to this whole detective agency. But like, again, it's so true to his own story, you know? It wasn't easy living in Kanewar, but he lived sheltered before we came along. He had no aspirations of taking down the peacekeepers whatsoever. And now he's talking about how, like, the truth is, you know, ugly, but it needs to be exposed.
When you're lost, you should believe in your own
Oh, he
heart.
said the words he said. Oh, you... They better not kill him. I swear to God, they better not kill him. They better not.
Vivia, I still have a lot I need to say to you.
So much.
But solving this case is top priority. This is the only way to save Chief Yakou and everyone else.
So mature, Yuma. You're mature beyond your years.
Fine. You can report to them once you return to your body. I have somewhere
Where are you
else to
going?
go.
Where are you going?
After hearing the chief's words, I just remembered. There's something I need to do.
What's that?
I have a premonition.
I'd love for you to share this with us. I know you won't, but I'd love for you to share what this
In
is.
exchange for obtaining the truth, I sense that our peace and quiet will crumble away.
Yes. Yes. There's no way in hell that it won't at this stage.
But perhaps something entirely new lies beyond that destruction. In order to discover what that may be, I want to continue my investigation for a bit longer.
There's like a bit of a smile on his face. There's like an actual bit of a smile.
It's not that I want the truth. I need to find an answer I can agree to with confidence.
I still don't
Oh,
understand
grabbing his
most of
arm.
what you say, but now I know we feel the same way about this. Let's investigate this together.
Yeah.
As you wish.
Oh my god.
Master, don't trust this guy. You can't erase the fact that he flashed a blade at you.
Oh my god. Honestly, it's gonna end up being half the game with the stage. And I get where Shinigami's coming from, because Shinigami is the first time Shinigami's ever been scared has been with Vivia.
I know, I'm not that naive.
You sure about that? After all, you're always so trusting and relying on others. I still have a bad feeling about this. That guy is dangerous.
Really? I want to believe that it'll be alright now.
I think Chief Yakou's words changed. Look at that. Oh, just look at them all peaceful down here. Then hear Yakou's words. I like the fact that they did that though. Like, I literally thought that meant he was gone. I was on the verge of destruction there.
Oh no.
And of course, they're showing off their personalities so well here. There's gotta be something I can do. Again, Deshigo wants to feel useful. That should be so ineffective. Fubuki feels ineffective, and that's why she's like feeling so depressed at this time as well. Deshigo's the type of person who like jumps in front of a bullet for you because he does want to feel like he is, you know, useful in this situation. Halara's put their trust in us, which is such a big deal. It's such a big deal. Like, look at all these, like, again, like, this is all these characters. This is all the growth that's happening in this as well. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, it means the world to me. Like, from all these perspectives, Deshigo's a character who jumps in front of a bullet for us, right? He would. He's done it twice now. Fubuki's feeling so upset because Fubuki is someone who feels as though they are, like, useless. That they aren't useful and they've let everyone down. And then Halara is someone who's actually so good at their job and so good at being the detective, but then putting their trust in us is such a big deal for them at all. And it's not about money, it's not about us paying off a debt in this case, because it's a completely different situation. This is them completely putting their trust in us. And then Vivia is someone who like has so downtrodden about the world and wanting everything to stay the same so everything can like still be in the same piece, like because the truth is scary. But like symbolically they're holding our hand as we do an investigation together. I always think the holding hands thing, to me, while it is a game mechanic, is to me symbolic of how we have connected with the WDO. That's what it is to me.
Yeah.
But she's like, I have to uncover the truth. Yep, exactly. Let's go. And now we have an investigation partner as well in Vivia. So it is Vivia who we're going to be doing an investigation with this time. But where are we going to?
Maybe you should wait to go until after you report back to the others.
But if I let Vivia go alone now, I get the sense we'll never come to an understanding.
That's so interesting. Yuma wants to understand Vivia.
I'm sure Vivia has seen something. That's why he's afraid of the truth.
Yep.
I also want to see what he sees. It may help me understand better.
Are you alright? Did his cryptic way of talking infect you? I hope this isn't a side effect of your coalescence.
Because I think he got like, he kind of like, did I?
I also want to see what he sees. It may help me understand better.
Oh, it didn't get cut off. It's just the better was very short.
I said I'd continue the investigation. But where do I begin?
Huh? I thought you already had a plan.
Nope.
This is why I do love Vivia, though. You know, the complacency in a way.
You don't.
Well, not complacency is a bad word for it. More just like, you know, the nonchalantness.
If you have any expectations for my actions, then you're in for a disappointment.
Maybe that's why they were upset earlier when we did have an expectation on them. Like, oh, I didn't expect you to come here.
I'm good at avoiding trouble, but I'm terrible at handling it.
Another interesting point. Maybe that's another thing that comes into the idea. It's like, well, let's prevent the trouble from happening with the truth instead of trying to handle it when it comes out.
I try to stay still and just let things pass. That's the kind of human I am.
Honestly, like, I think in some ways a lot of people can relate to that idea. It's like, well, if I, you know, that Paramore song, you know, this is why I don't leave the house. They say that the coast is clear, but you won't catch me out, you know? And that whole song is about the idea of like, you know, if I stay inside, then I won't have to listen to like someone else's like bad opinion. I won't have to start an argument. I won't have to start all this, you know? And there's this idea from Vivia where that perspective, it's like, well, if I literally let the world pass me by and I don't get involved in this stuff and I don't, it's like, I don't, if I see that mimic chest over there, if I don't open it, I don't have to fight it. Yeah, I won't get some reward out of it, but like, I won't have to deal with the troubles of it.
That's because spectral projection allows him to investigate without moving an inch.
Yeah, true. That's true too. He can see the whole world without actually having to like interact with it.
So, What have you learned about Dr. Huerta's
This is crazy.
death?
Only in Rain-Code could we go from someone holding a box cutter to our neck to now investigating with them. And that's just the type of person Yuma is as well.
Well, I gathered some clues, but I still have no idea how the culprit entered the area.
There are only two reasons a mystery goes unsolved. Either there's not enough information, or not enough smarts.
Not enough smarts.
There's no point in crying over the latter. Which means there's only one thing we can do.
Get the information.
Should we search the scene one last time?
No, the missing piece might not always be at the crime scene. It could have been launched far away, like pieces of shattered
And
glass.
I know some people like might find him like, and I don't know if you guys, because I think a lot of people love Vivia. Like a lot of people adore Vivia. For me with Vivia, like I totally understand if someone came at me tomorrow and said, I don't like how he's so cryptic in the way he talks. I don't like he's so slow and plodding in the way he talks. To me, like I love the kind of like change in every single detective we've had so far in this game. Like how every single time we've been in the detective, where it was Halara and their seriousness and how like much they taught us with like about being like a really good detective in Kane Ward or Desahiko, you know, kind of showing us how different people react to you depending on, or react to different people and how they would react in certain situations to their friends. Like, you know, that's what the disguises were for. It's to show really how everyone changes depending on who's in the room. Like, you're not always going to get the most accurate depiction out of someone just because you're a detective. And also showing us what it means to find the truth, not just find, you know, what's right. And then, you know, with Fubuki, it was very much like I think that was more for levity's sake as well. Like the idea of like the brighter side of things. Like there are people out there in the detective agency that are like just like very, very, you know, happy and bright, sparkling people. I suppose as well. But I think like if you ask what like Fubuki was showing us, I think Fubuki was showing us the idea of like the idea that like there's a way to like overcome your own self-doubt about yourself, right? Which Fubuki had. And you just have to sometimes take the hand off people and take the help, but also you just have to kind of just like go for it. You just have to go for it. And then with Vivia, I really feel like it's the idea of like how the truth can hurt and the truth is dangerous. And we're learning a little bit of pieces of that together. I think all that together is going to like really be like an amazing thing we learned from every single detective so far. I've loved the differences. Sorry for going off on such a tangent, but yeah.
So you're saying we should check somewhere else?
I'll let you be our guide here.
Thank you, Vivia.
But I'd like to request minimal movement. The shortest possible distance.
Sure.
Hey, Master, are you sure there could be another key to the mystery somewhere else?
We did finish investigating the actual crime scene, so it could be a good idea to search
I mean, we
elsewhere.
know that one of the guys, like I think going to like actual, first of all, Yakou's scene of the crime, and then the area after Yakou as well would be a good idea too.
We can use spectral projection to enter anywhere and look.
Here we go. No, I think we're gonna probably look around the place. I'm glad that we're with Vivia, by the way.
We don't have much time. We have to check the rooms we can access.
Just barge in and check everything.
Yeah. I do also appreciate Shinigami. I think Shinigami like having like a worry about Vivia is more than realistic. I think it actually like, you know, I appreciate it.
What room is this? It seems to be locked.
I told you, it's just storage.
Because in a lot of ways, Shinigami is like another side of like Yuma's conscience in a way sometimes too, right? And in this case, like actually like, you know, you understand where Shinigami's coming from. It's like a box cutter was just held to your throat. This guy knows something more than he's letting on. So please, Master, just be careful.
They keep it locked up because there are some confidential documents inside. Among us researchers, we treat it as perpetually sealed off.
Well, unlock it right now. We need to see if the detectives are hiding inside.
The only key is held by the Peacekeeper's director.
What? Director Yomi has it? Aren't there any other
Are you afraid to go
keys?
talk to Yomi?
No, the Peacekeeper's director personally manages this area, so he has the only key.
I see. Guess we don't need to look inside. This conversation never happened.
Right. Maybe it's the idea that since Yomi has the key, it's a very serious
Right.
place. So the Peacekeeper Director Yomi holds the key to the storage room,
Only the director has the key to this room?
which means there's probably something serious
There's gotta
inside.
be some kind of secret
Yep,
here.
exactly, Vivia.
Right, let's take a look inside.
Man, I love a man with good, bad posture as well. Look at look at Vivia. Honestly, attractive. It's not always attractive, but Vivia pulls it off, you know?
From the look of it, it seems like ordinary storage space.
Give your spine nothing. Give it nothing.
The files lining the shelves appear to be mostly old research logs.
Everything else is just junk and experimental tools. Guess this has nothing to do with the incident.
Nothing here seems to pertain to homunculus research or Kunai Ward's ultimate secret.
Huh? How do you know that?
There's a section with a missing file. He probably
Right.
already disposed of anything he didn't want others to see.
Really good, Vivia. This is why, you know, it's a whole different ball game when you're with, like, I think they are trying to show as well that out of all the WDO detectives, Vivia and Halara are probably the most, like, I don't want to say talented because they all have their own strengths, but you get what I'm saying. Like, I think they are, like, the most, like, capable is maybe the word. Is that the right word I'm using? Capable, because again, it's all different talents, but, like, they're the most, like, serious is probably the best way to put it.
The secret we're looking for won't be here anymore.
So, the evidence has already been destroyed. After we finally found the secret lab, too.
But there's still stuff here we can look at.
Sorry about threatening
Oh
you
my
with the
God.
blade earlier.
Honestly, blood off a Shinigami's sights.
I was so scared. I thought you were going to kill me. You weren't serious, were you?
Why wouldn't I?
I think
be?
he was very. Yuba.
Huh?
To tell the truth, I wouldn't know if I'd actually slash your throat until I was about to do it.
Jesus.
Although, there's a good chance Halara and the others would stop.
Yes, I was thinking that too. Like, I think if Desihiko jumped on, like, Yomi to stop us from getting hurt and let us escape, and jumped on Martina to let us escape, I'm pretty sure he would have, like, grabbed your hand.
So, you were serious?
I don't want to kill anyone if possible. I don't like seeing blood.
Interesting, another trait.
But yes, I was serious.
This guy is dangerous.
Yeah.
If anyone says, like, oh, Calvin, you're just letting him away with holding a box cutter to your throat because he's pretty. Moving on. Disorganized files.
Huh? There's a folder on the desk. The desk is covered in dust, but the folder isn't. Amaterasu lab map. Huh. I guess it's a map. But it's empty inside.
There's nothing else here. Seems like we weren't able to find anything of
In the whole room, though?
Sheesh. I was hoping this suspicious experimental lab would have a.
But do you think that, like,
passage or two.
the fact that Yomi locked this
For
place when he
now,
left?
Let's finish our investigation here
Okay.
and go to another room.
Fair enough.
Such a pain. But I guess we have to.
I always say it. Yeah, that's evidence itself. Halara said that the idea that there's no evidence is evidence at this stage. This is such a cool design place, by the way. Is this where Yakou was? No, maybe not.
This is the central lab.
Yes, it is.
There might be some clues here. Chief Yakou was attacked in this hallway. Let's see if we can learn anything.
The blood going down the drain as well. Such crazy visual.
The bloodstains are still here. They're from Chief Yakou. This is where he was attacked by the hitman. Damn it all! If I'd only gotten here earlier, I could have changed
No.
his
So you're thinking the
fate.
same way Fubuki did too.
Yuma, did you see the hitman's face?
No, not clearly.
Then how do you know it was the hitman?
Because Chief Yakou said so himself.
The hitman,
He did say that.
Fink. The slaughter artist.
Yakou testified that the hitman attacked him.
Also, the knife which was used to stab Chief Yakou has an F inscribed in it.
Ah, the murder weapon always used by Fink, the slaughter artist.
You know about it?
I did some research after we got that note from the killer. I am still a detective, I suppose.
Yeah, that's the thing. We always like, even though they're very weird characters, we always feel like they always remind us eventually that they are detectives, right? Which I think is such an interesting thing.
He uses his knife to prove to his clients that he committed the murder. Setting that aside, don't you think these bloodstains are unnatural?
You're right. There are some strange marks, like something brushed
Yeah.
against it. Considering the chaos at the time, I don't think it's odd for a mark like this to be here.
Look closer.
Scraped.
This mark appears to have been made with someone's bloody fingertip.
What? On the freaking thing, yeah, on the wall.
Is it a dying message?
Could the chief have done it?
Well, he did have bloody
Was he
fingertips.
trying to tell us something?
No. It's more like he was trying to reach for something, rather than write out words.
What could he have been reaching for?
Master, maybe it's that houseplant over there.
Wait, for real?
Maybe there's something about this plant.
What is happening?
Vivia! Something's hidden behind
Wait,
the pot.
Shinigami, well done.
A photo and a map?
Huh?
Isn't this the map of this lab?
Could it have been taken from that folder in storage? But why would it be here?
As for the photo, I have no idea.
Wait, that's stubble. Is that Yakou? And is that like the woman he... No.
The photo shows a young man and a woman.
Wait, that's Yakou's stubble. That's the
The
one.
woman looks like she's wearing a lab coat. Is she a researcher here?
Did he love a woman
The
here?
man is covered with blood. I can't see his face very well.
You keep staring at that photo. Did you fall in love with the woman? You really fall for every girl, huh?
Yeah,
I'm just checking
Sure.
for clues.
why not?
This is a clue? You don't know the connection between the case and this photo?
Well, if Yakou was in love with someone here in the lab, that means he knew someone here in this lab.
I don't. But it has to be.
Not
a
even in
clue.
love. It could be like it could be a sister. It could be a family member. It could be a friend.
This bloodstain was made by Chief Yakou as he tried to hide this behind the pot.
He wanted
left
us to
a
see
clue
this.
And made sure the culprit didn't find
He
it.
wanted us to find this. Yeah.
By using the last of his dying strength?
He's not dead!
Oh, Yuma. Yuma, by the way, that's like standing up to Shinigami, being like, "Look, shut up. Don't talk like that." A floor behind the tab was found hidden behind the houseplant, and Shinigami not having a comeback as well. A photo of a young man and a woman. Shinigami not fighting back as well, because I think Shinigami knows, because Shinigami has been sympathetic towards us during this whole time. But I think also like there's this thing with Shinigami where you know, they are themselves, and Shinigami copes, I think, a bit as well with their own emotions. At least I think so anyway, by being a bit rude sometimes. But they do have emotions, and they do feel for people sometimes, and we've seen that too. But I think the not biting back there was kind of like, okay, Yuma's upset. Let's not go any further into this.
This is the robot lab where we picked up Amapal. Let's look it over again.
Yep, let's go. There was robot pieces in the hidden place where Yomi had locked as well, by the way.
Hey, listen up. The reason Dr. Wesker died
Huh?
is because he deserved it. It's called...
It sounds like a lot of people saw it this way.
He always insulted my research.
Okay, you saw it because of this, not because he was doing unnatural experiments. Okay.
Serves him right. Serves him right.
Wait, so there is footprints on this thing. Stop kicking it.
Oh, sorry. That must have hurt. This is all
Okay, you're a
Sully's
weirdo.
fault.
You're a weirdo. Grade A weirdo.
They still haven't come back with that armor pal I lent them.
Yeah, it's gone.
I'll take a bath with it once it comes back to me. Oh, but that means I need to start research on water.
Oh my god, he actually is a creep. He's a big creep.
I think I've seen something I shouldn't have.
I would like to reload the game and maybe try and patch this out, to be honest, Yuma. What a weirdo.
He certainly has a grudge against Dr.
Yeah, and I thought the grudge was going to be how everyone else felt, but the peacekeepers were like, oh, he's a bit weird. He was doing experiments that were like really off the wall, you know, and all this stuff. The same with what Makoto said. No, it's like, oh, he just insulted my research.
I guess it's easy to find out what people are really thinking when you're in ghost form.
My forte exposes anyone's inner life and encourages them to tell the truth. That being said, it's thanks to this ability that no one comes near me anymore.
Is that a good or a bad thing for you?
Which is what makes you special, Yuma.
You think so?
You're way too naive, Master. It's pretty much a sickness at this point.
Which I think also as well, like, we've seen an appreciation from
I'm getting excited here!
Vivia throughout this entire game for coming up and talking to him. We've seen that where he's like, oh, thank you for coming to talk to me. Thank you for coming to check on me. Thank you for thinking about me. And I wonder if there is that feeling of, it's like, yeah, it's probably easier for him to hide the truth and hide from sad things if he's just like by himself.
Oh.
But also at the same time, it's like, well, it's nice that Yuma takes the time to like
There's a manual for
check it out and talk to him.
I already know most of the controls, but I should read this. Amapal can be controlled via a special tablet device. Watch the camera feed from Amapal's eyes while you use the key buttons to control it. You can also use the mic to communicate via voice. For safety, the ends of the arms are ball-shaped, but can still be used for actions such as pressing buttons. However, while extending or retracting an arm, the controls for the camera and body do not function. This is to prevent the arm's wires from being tangled when children handle it roughly. It has a load capacity of 100 kilograms and is durable enough to withstand most falls. The sales pitch does say, withstand play with your rowdiest kids and tough enough for an elephant to stand on.
Yeah, that slogan's actually very good.
It's exactly as the researcher told us.
Yeah, there isn't much other information.
Amapal is sturdy and has many features. That's it. Okay. Interesting. I thought there was going to be a little bit more to that, to be honest. Did you guys? I thought there was going to be... Yeah, I thought there was going to be a tiny bit more to that. Is this the central lab area? We went through here with, Makoto at one point, right? Did we?
Yeah.
A number of cylinders are lined up in pipes stretched out the room. I don't think we have any clues here. We should try elsewhere. So maybe downstairs?
There's another one, Master!
Here we are. Electrical room.
It says this is the electrical room. Maybe we can find the reason for the blackout.
So smart, Yuma. This is why you're the detective. And I'm, Let's Player.
Let's check it out!
This is...
I wonder what this device is. It's way bigger than we saw in the lab. It's probably a machine for recording research logs, right? There's no way I can find it right now. Let's look elsewhere. Electricity system.
There are a bunch of switchboards. Looks like the lab's power system. If this was shut down, there'd be a power outage in the lab.
All of the power to the lab seems to be managed here.
Okay.
Wait. I don't see a switchboard for Dr. Weska's lab.
Interesting.
That reminds me. Dr. Weska said the critical lab was on an independent system.
Yes, it didn't shut off. Then the security system didn't even shut off.
This critical lab operates on a separate power system. That obviously includes its security measures.
I see.
That was a rather indifferent response from Vivia.
Just an IC.
Maybe he's bored with the investigation?
I don't think so. The critical lab security system operates on a separate power system. That's what is managing the electrical room. Oh, there's more upstairs as well, because this is faded down here now.
It's really true. I saw someone suspicious right here.
Wait.
Was it before or after the blackout?
Right after the blackout.
Oh, after?
I happened to be nearby when the lights went out. So I came here to turn the power back on. And I saw a dark silhouette pass right through the shadows.
That's pretty scary.
That doesn't really tell me much.
At all, but yeah, it's still terrifying.
Believe me, it must have been the hitman.
So someone suspicious was wandering around here right after the blackout.
Does that mean it was caused by the hitman? Why would he do that?
Okay, right after the blackout, a researcher witnessed a dark silhouette passing through the shadows. Is there anything else down here that we can look at?
That's why.
Yeah, we already looked at this as well. It's just sometimes the tick doesn't show up very quickly, so maybe it's up here we have to look. Yeah, it's definitely up here.
Use the stairs so you don't get fat.
We can be whatever we want to be, and whatever we are. Whoever we are is perfect.
Hey, is it true that Dr. Wesker was killed?
Yeah, just like that note said.
But why send a death threat? It'd be a lot easier to take someone out if you don't announce it.
Confidence?
It's a hitman we're talking about. Maybe it's his policy or something.
That's a good point. What was the purpose of sending that note? Plus, not only was it sent to the targets, the doctor, it was also sent to the peacekeepers and our detective agency.
Doing that would just increase security around here, making it even harder for the hitman to do his job.
According to my research about Fink, the slaughter artist, he's never sent a note like that in his previous cases.
Whoa.
At the very least, it was not his MO.
So it changed. So why would he change it this time? Is the question? If it was him,
this time is.
So is it not him?
Well, who knows?
According to Vivia's investigation, there's never been a case where Fink the slaughter artist issued a death threat. That changes things considerably.
I see. Hey!
Looks like it's packed full of research data.
True.
It doesn't look like it's working. What if that's due to the blackout? I don't think we need to spend any more time here. It's not we can do. Yeah, it's fine. That's fine. Looks like they want to check out like pretty much like a large portion of this area. Maybe just listen to what they're saying as well.
This reminds me.
You went inside Dr. Wesker's lab before, right?
Yeah, just once. I was forced to help deliver some food to him. I think it was about 3 months ago.
And he's been shut in there since, right? I'd go insane.
But the doctor was famous for being antisocial. It was probably the perfect environment for him.
Still, this is a bit extreme for the sake of avoiding people.
Anyway, when I brought in the food, he made me check inside those boxes repeatedly to make sure no one was inside them.
What?
Not that there was any space for someone to hide.
Wait, so he's already suspicious about this stuff?
Paranoid like that.
Yeah, because if he's saying, yeah, antisocial is fine, right? But the idea that someone was hiding inside a box, like to me, that's like he knew. Maybe he's just antisocial. I don't know. No idea what it's used for.
Well,
if only you were in ghost form, you could touch it and find out. If we weren't in ghost form, if I had my body, I wouldn't touch it. I might break it. That's super interesting. So like I took that as maybe he would like know something then, like someone was after him, but like maybe not. Maybe it's just like Shinigami sitting on the chair. I saw Shinigami in the end. It's a machine, but I absolutely no idea what it's for. It looks like it's undergoing maintenance right now as a researcher is doing an inspection. It's not being used today, so I think it's not related to the case. That's everything, right? Interesting. Yeah, I thought that'd be bigger evidence. The idea that like he was asking people to check boxes, but I guess he was just paranoid.
I think that's about it.
So we can end the investigation, which I actually think we're going to do next time. We're going to end the investigation in the next one, guys. This is actually pretty freaking cool. exploring with Vivia, both of us as like ghosts. Like we're literally ghosts, the two of us exploring this place. Vivia knows something deeper about this place, or maybe like knows a little bit, but then like, no, definitely knows something, but like doesn't want to expose the full truth of this place because of how dangerous it could be. It's also very clear to me as well that there could be something to do with Yakou's connection now to the lab. Maybe there's someone in the lab that can help us out. Maybe there's someone who still knows Yakou here. And it's also like there's a different MO for the killer as well. Now, I definitely want to hear what you guys think about the box cutter situation, because it was like a pretty tense situation. But we're in a game that is not, Conning Ward is not the same place as any other place. It's really not. Judging Conning Ward the same way you judge everywhere else is not going to get us anywhere. And these detectives have always been eccentrics. Like, even from the first chapter 0. So I wonder, like, for me, it's like, I love Vivia so much, and I'm willing to kind of be like, look, let's find out the truth together, obviously. But Yuma's been through so much at this stage. It's actually insane. The Yakou situation is so sad. Like, if they, like, there's a good chance they could kill him off here, but I'm hoping that we actually do save him in the end. I really am. Thank you so much to TieFire2, JB Bull, Janet the Banana, The Ghost of Minizuma, Felicious Felix, Yuld, Radish, Anusa, Shabata Bread, Malconde, Death Trap, Links Marky, and Assassin, and I'll see you all so soon. Bye-bye.